Sefer Bereishis, Parashat Vayigash, 7th Aliyah. So Yosef settled his father and his brothers, and he gave them a possession in the land of Egypt, in the best part of the land, in the region of Ramses, as Paro had commanded. Yosef sustained his father and his brothers and all of his father's household with food according to the children. Now there was no bread in all the earth, for the famine was very severe. The land of Egypt and the land of Canaan became weary from hunger. Yosef gathered all the money that was to be found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan through the provisions that they were purchasing. And Yosef brought the money into Paro's palace. And when the money was exhausted from the land of Egypt and from the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came to Yosef, saying, "Give us bread. Why should we die in your presence? For the money is gone." And Yosef said, "Bring your livestock, and I will provide for you in return for your livestock. If the money is gone." So they brought their livestock to Yosef, and Yosef gave them bread in return for the horses, for the flocks of sheep, and for the herds of cattle, and for the donkeys. Thus he provided them with bread for all their livestock during that year. And when that year ended, they came to him in the next year and said to him, "We will not withhold from my lord that with the money and flocks of cattle having been exhausted to my lord, nothing is left before my lord but our bodies and our land. Why should we die before your eyes, both we and our land? Acquire us and our land for bread, and we with our land will become serfs to Paro, and provide seed so that we may live and not die, and the land will not become desolate." Thus Yosef acquired all the land of Egypt for Paro, for every Egyptian sold his field because the famine had overwhelmed them, and the land became Paro's. And as for the nation, he resettled it by cities, from one end of Egypt's borders to the other. Only the land of the priests he did not buy, since the priests had a stipend from Paro, and they lived off their stipend that Paro had given them. Therefore they did not sell their land. Yosef said to the people, "Look, I have acquired you this day with your land for Paro. Here is seed for you. Sow the land. At the ingathering of the harvests, you will give a fifth to Paro. The other 4 parts shall be yours, as seed for the field, and food for yourselves and for those in your household, and to feed your young ones." And they said, "You have saved our lives. May we find favor in your eyes, my lord, and we will be serfs to Paro." So Yosef imposed it as a statute till this day regarding the land of Egypt. It was Paro's for the 5th, only the priest's land alone did not become Paro's. Thus Yisrael settled in the land of Egypt in the region of Goshen. They acquired property in it, and they were fruitful and multiplied greatly.